want to talk to you guys about binge eating. If you are not somebody who is afflicted with this condition, then this video may still be helpful for you. If you experience extreme moments of hunger, which can happen on a GLP-1 medication, like Mounjaro, Ozempic, Wegovy, Semaglutide, Tirzepatide, Zepbound, you know the drill. This video can still be helpful for you. If this is something you struggle with, I'm here to tell you that you are not alone, okay? And I'm going to give you some of my tips that have been really helpful for me, because while this medication has helped me profusely when it comes to this condition, I still do have moments where I have just a brief moment to make some good choices, and I feel like it would be helpful. So let's just jump right into it. And for those of you who are new, the skinny boy behind me is Kevin. I am currently on 2.5 Mounjaro, and I am on week 13. I'm actually going to be titrating up soon because my side effects have become very manageable, and I'm noticing that I'm getting less appetite suppression. The medication is starting to wear off earlier and earlier in the week, but I'll make another video about that. So, binge eating. So this, for those of you who don't have it, hey, bud, do you need your chew? You got it? Okay, good boy. It's right here. Sorry. I try to keep him occupied while I'm making videos. So, for those of you who don't have it, it is this insatiable need to stuff your face. Sometimes it can be triggered by a craving. Sometimes it can be triggered by a TV commercial. Sometimes it can be triggered by boredom, a stressful event, depression. There are a lot of different triggers. And everybody is different. So no one person or trigger is the same, which is why it can be very challenging to treat. And if you have this condition, I highly recommend that you seek professional help. It can be very, very helpful. So here are some of my tips and tricks on what I've been doing to manage it while on a weight loss journey. When I have the urge to binge, I have made an agreement with myself that I can binge, but it has to be vegetables. I am a person who really enjoys vegetables. Now, when I want to binge, I'm not like, oh yay, let me eat a salad. I just want to binge on a salad. Like, that's not how my brain works. But I remind myself in these moments that vegetables are very, very low calorie, so I can save myself from the guilt that comes after the binge. They're also high in fiber, which is very good for you. So here's what I do. And I'm making this video because I actually just had a binge not even 10 minutes before I started filming this. I keep certain vegetables cut up on hand, ready to go at all times, both for my regular diet of the healthy food that I'm trying to consume for weight loss, but also for moments like this, because for me personally, I have maybe 2 or 3 minutes to get something together and start eating it before the impulse becomes uncontrollable, if that makes sense. Again, if you're somebody who suffers with this, you'll probably know what I'm referring to. So if I can act quickly and I've got something prepared, I can eat that And this medication helps me to feel full very quickly, which then helps me to stop eating at a reasonable amount, right? And then because I've made the healthy choice, I'm not having all the guilt that comes afterwards. Now, when I used to binge, it was bad. I'm talking like 5,000 calories in one sitting. And, you know, if I would order fast food, it would be 2 McDoubles, a McChicken, a large French fry, chicken nuggets that I would then share with the dogs, and then a large Dr. Pepper. And I would eat the whole thing. And it would be like that at any place that I ordered. I was one of those people that would order 2 drinks, even though I'm probably not going to drink both drinks, just to make it look like it was 2 people ordering. Or I would say things in the drive-thru like, okay, yeah, I think that'll cover everybody. Right, to make it seem like you're ordering for multiple people. No, I was absolutely going to eat all that shit. I was going to eat it all. And I was happy about it. Up until the point that I finished eating it. And then that's when the guilt and the depression and the self-deprecation kicks in. Like, it's bad. So to combat that now, I don't order delivery. Because that is kind of like my kryptonite. And I have food on hand. So today, let me backtrack here. So today, I'm allergic to peanuts. Not in a super severe, oh my gosh, I smell peanut and I go into anaphylactic shock. It's not that serious, but I am allergic to it. And so when I purchase peanut butter alternatives, I usually get Wow Butter, which is soy-based, and I don't buy it very often because it's pricey. It's like $9 for 1 container of peanut butter. So I bought some recently, and it's like all I can think about. I think about the peanut butter. I know it's in there. I know I want to eat it. Now, to help me with this, I purchased this Wow Butter in individual serving sizes. It was slightly more expensive to get it that way, but to me, it's worth it because then I know I'm getting a single serving in each of those little cups. And I'll put a picture up here so you can see what I'm talking about. So, this peanut butter, it delivered yesterday. Of course, I ate 1 serving immediately. It's delicious, by the way. If you're allergic to peanuts, I absolutely recommend it. It's great. You don't even know it's not peanut butter. And it's been all I can think about. I woke up this morning thinking about it all day. I was thinking about it even when I was eating breakfast, even when I had my protein shake, and I'm not even hungry. I was thinking about it. So anyway, this is to show you some of the thought processes that trigger these things. So, I felt the binge coming on and all of the anxiety that goes along with it. So I immediately stopped what I was doing, which thankfully was nothing. I was just sitting here watching TV with Kevin. And, I went to the kitchen and I had my pre-cut cucumbers, red onions, and tomatoes in the fridge. I measure out my ranch dressing again, so I don't overuse it. I put that on there, and it was a big bowl, and started eating it. I immediately felt better because I was eating, but keep in mind, I was not hungry. Right? These binges it's not about hunger. But I started to feel better because I was eating. right? And you're having these thoughts and these urges. So I ate the entire bowl. It was 1 large English cucumber, 1 medium-sized tomato, and then like, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of a red onion, not very much red onion, 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing. Devoured the whole thing. Now, normally on this medication, I don't eat that much food at one time. But because I was, in the moment of a binge, it's just like, you just want to shovel it in. Like, you're not even thinking. So I made a conscious effort to put my fork down, which is one of the things they tell you to do. Watch something, watch an entire commercial, slow down your eating, make sure you're chewing your food. So I'm trying to do all of those things. I did eat that entire bowl. I am uncomfortably full right now because of this medication, but I'm okay. And I'm going to be okay because what I was eating is very low in calories. I've already logged it into MyFitnessPal, so I am accountable for what I ate. And I feel okay, aside from being miserably full. So afterwards, I did take my papaya digestive enzyme just to try to help so that I don't end up with, any kind of stomach upset from eating so much at one time. Because again, on this medication, I haven't been doing that. But what saved me is having those vegetables ready to go. And it's something that I love. And this is really important. If there is something, if you are a celery and ranch or a carrots and ranch kind of person, if you, or broccoli, cauliflower, whatever it is that you like as far as vegetables go, if you want to do like vegetables in a dip and make sure you have those on hand, I think that it's very smart. For moments like this, and by not having all of the guilt and the shame and the self-deprecation at the end, I feel okay. I feel full. I wish I hadn't eaten so much. But in the big scheme of things, I'm okay. I'm not upset. I'm not sad. You see how it breaks it? I feel differently than I normally do after a binge. And that's the part that I really want to drive home for people, because I say this in the support groups whenever somebody's talking about binge eating disorder or having these moments of extreme hunger and what do I do? If you can make a deal with yourself and say, hey, I'm going to binge, but anytime that I do, it's going to be on vegetables. If you can stick to that and set yourself up for success, you will break it. Because every time that I've done this with the help of this medication, it's happening fewer and fewer times. This is the first time I've had a binge in at least 6 or 8 weeks. So it's getting better. And the way I feel is better. And I think that has a lot to do with it. And so that's why I wanted to make this video and talk about what I did, how I set myself up for success, how I feel now that it's over. And I'm going to be able to function the rest of my day. I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to be mentally kicking my own ass like for the rest of the day, which is what would happen, right? And we've all been there. You ate something you weren't supposed to, or you made yourself sick, or you binged, and then for the rest of the day or the rest of the weekend, You are absolutely your worst enemy in your head. So I just wanted to make this video and say it's a process. You can do it. I'm doing it. And I feel accomplished because every time I make it through one of these storms and I come out the other side, I'm not in a terrible mental space. I'm thinking, hey, I had a binge, but I stuck to what I said I was going to do. I had vegetables. I accounted for it in my calories for the day. So I'm not hiding anything. And here I am. I'm okay. Everything's going to be okay. The rest of the day is not ruined. And I think that's part of what's helping me. So anyway, that's why I wanted to share it with you in case it will help you. Or maybe help somebody you know if this is not something you struggle with. So if you made it this far in the video, please give me a thumbs up. I super appreciate you. Subscribe. Share this video with a friend who's struggling either with weight loss or binge eating disorder. Anybody you think would benefit from it, because I feel like nobody talks about these things. Nobody talks about how they feel, right? We're all just struggling. But when we have these little success stories, we don't share them enough and help others. So make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.